everybody. Welcome back. We're live and on the air. It's Wednesday night Inside the Headset, sponsored by John Jones Real Estate. We're going to roll down to Chattanooga. Going to talk to the head coach of the Boyd Buchanan Buccaneers. He's 481 wins. He's in the Hall of Fame, and his team is hot, you all. They are 7-0, and they came away with a win last Friday night. But the head coach of the Bucs, head coach Gary Rankin, joins us on the air live. How you doing tonight, Coach?
8-0.
8-0.
1-1 while you was gone.
You did, didn't you?
We played like we're 8-0. Is there a better man than John Jones?
There isn't a better man than John Jones. You are 8-0, and I'm sorry. You're 482. But let's correct that. You're 482 and in the Hall of Fame. Go ahead.
Hey, we played last week. Went to Lakeway, which had a good little football team.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
They played us almost down to the wire.
Yeah.
Tied up at half, or they may have been up a point or something. But second half, we came alive a little bit and played a little bit better. But they certainly had a little scrappy ball club. Their coaches did a magnificent job getting them ready and working their game plan. So it was pretty impressive on their part.
Well, and it helped you. It was at the right time, even though you're off this week. That game, just a little scare to your guys. I mean, because they need to be challenged. I mean, they need that score to be.
Dude, well, we're beat up a little bit. We lost number 9, our big running back. He's done for the year. So
wow,
I think that was a middle knock on some of our kids, and we had to get over that. He's such a good player. And such a good kid and such a good teammate. It hurt us and shocked us a little bit when we found out he was out. Certainly some people got to pick up more slack. We didn't do it the other night, but there's a lot of slack to pick up when you lose a kid like that. So we got some work to do with Knox Webb coming in next week. I guess it's for the Little Region Championship, I would think. I think they're 8-0 too. There's two. In my opinion, there's two great teams up in East Tennessee, Alcoa and Webb. And I'm real familiar with one of them, and I'm afraid I'm fixing to get familiar with the other one.
Right.
But they're both outstanding teams.
I was talking to Coach Creasy, and I haven't put that show up on YouTube yet, but I was talking to him earlier today about 6A ball and kind of how it's trekking out. Who do you when you think about West Tennessee and in your bracket and some of the teams that could possibly come out of West Tennessee as you start to watch that side of the bracket, who do you like that's playing really hot?
I'm not familiar enough with West Tennessee, I guess. Luzanne, you always got to worry about them. They're always going to have a good football team and stuff. I mean, in Middle Tennessee, and I'm a little more familiar with your Franklin Road Academy and CPA, and Nashville Christian, all are CPA and FRA are just outstanding teams. I think they battle next week too to see where the seeding's going to be a little bit. So there's certainly some good teams. I think without a doubt, FRA, CPA, and Webb are the three class teams in our division right now. And they're probably a little bit ahead of most everybody else.
And the thing about it is, what people don't realize is you possibly could go through all three to make it. I mean, to make it, if you can get to the championship, you possibly
we could. I mean, we're going to have to play Webb for sure next week, but we could end up playing those three. And I think without a doubt, they're the three best teams, like I say, in that division. All of them are so well coached, and they've got great skilled people. And they've got programs. They've built their programs, and we're trying to get to that point.
Where where are you? What do you got to do? Are you a chance to get a couple of guys back, or is it next man up on that running back situation?
We may get one guy back. We've been without 2 of our top 3 players for the last 3 weeks, couple of weeks. So we won't get 9 back. We know we got a chance to get a safety, wildcat quarterback type guy back. It's a pretty big offensive defensive guy for us. We won't know till Monday. But it's part of it, everybody gets beat up this time of year. It's not an excuse. It's the part of football that I really dislike is when we lose those kids and, you just have to move on and go on. But, it affects everybody, but it's tough. It's tough when your kids go out.
Well, and Coach Creasy was talking about that today. The Santel kid for Siegel went out, and he was probably up for a Mr. Football. Had staggering figures, was moving along, but
right.
Those last 2 or 3
Right.
games can be possibly taken away, and Tom Krager will focus on somebody else. I mean, it's known.
Yeah, that's right. It's it's a battle to stay healthy and juggle everything. And there's one thing about it. I don't know if we do our playoffs correctly, but if you go through it and you win all your games, you deserve to be the state champ. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's no doubt, no doubt. Well, Coach, what's this kind of the schedule for the Bucks this week, and how will you treat that as you head into that web game?
We practiced this past Sunday and Monday, and then we gave our kids off Tuesday through the end of the week. So, they had to have a break. It was a good time for us. Maybe we can get healed up a little bit, and we'll go back to work Monday and try to get ready for web.
Did you go to Florida? Or where are you at now?
No, I stayed at the crib and just sort of hanging out.
Well, you had that game
Monday, and I had some things to do.
You had a game last night, didn't you? You came up, didn't you? You all had a game last night.
I was at Murfreesboro. Yeah, it worked out good for me. I was in Murfreesboro last night, and they played some of those midweek games, and I've been fortunate. I've been able to catch the first 3 that they played midweek. But, they play Liberty Tuesday night, and I won't be able to make that one. But I've been able to make most of the MT games, and they had a big win last night, a win that they needed mentally to get back on track a little bit. So it was a lot of fun last night.
Anthony picked them to lose in that game. He didn't think that they would be. He didn't think that they'd be ready to play. He thought that they was that.
Well, Coach Stock gathered them back and got them going. He deserves some credit. He got them back, and they had a little fire about them last night. And they went back playing. They've had some hard games. They opened up with Alabama and Missouri, and that's 2 tough games to open up with. And you can get beat up a little bit, and you can get beat down a little bit. So hopefully they can get back on track and win some of these district region games.
Coach, we appreciate you being on Inside the Headset, and we'll be off next week. I'm going down Georgia Wireless, so but we will visit the last week as we head into the 27th.
All right, appreciate you, Stuart. Appreciate you having us on.
All right, thank you. See you, Coach.